So many drone experts on TikTok. Clearly people who do not fly a drone on a regular. Anyways, we went back out again. There was no drones in our area that I could personally see from my backyard. Checked the skies real quick, saw nothing. Had my batteries fully charged, which you can see in the beginning of the video. Look at my drone. It launches. No problem. It goes right up. So hopefully this debunks a lot of people with the whole, you can't fly a drone right now. You can't fly a drone at night. Yes, you can. Some of you actually really scare me that you believe some of the stuff that you've either heard or read or I don't know. But you can bring the drone up and you can go up pretty high, by the way. So here we're just making sure everything is fully connected. Everything is working really good. And then you're going to see it's going to shoot right up into the sky with no problems. I'm seeing a lot of false information being given in the comments on some of my videos. Stop listening to those people. They don't know what they're talking about. And I'm here to prove them wrong. Again, none of those drones anywhere near my house. And my drone launches and it launched pretty high really fast, within seconds actually. I still want to know what those drones are, and I'm going to keep trying no matter what because I want to know. I want to know how they're blocking my drone, and I want to know how they're draining my batteries because it happened not only with my drone, but with my cell phones. While the drone is up, I'm just looking around to see if there's any drones nearby. There's definitely not. You can see some planes, but they're pretty high up in the sky. Trust me, they're a lot higher than you realize. For those asking how high up my drone can go, I'm not answering that. Anyways, I'm going to keep looking for these drones, and I'm going to keep trying to get videos for you guys. So if you want, follow along and see what happens.
Nem 4 horas ainda, velho. Dá tempo de ir para Lençóis e voltar para Bauru ainda. Olha isso, velho. Olha isso. Ó, tua puta, você não tem que ver onde o Zul vai buscar isso aqui, velho. Você não tá vendo nada aí, filho. Você tem que ver aqui na máquina. Ô Rafa, tá virando, velho. Puta que pariu, velho. Ah, essa porra dessa bateria tá acabando, bicho. Caralho, velho, tá descendo, porra. Pera aí, para de ser medroso, caramba. Puta que pariu, bicho!
This is crazy. God, look at it. That's not a plane. That is wild. That's not. That's not my camera. I had to go run in and get my camera. Nobody was gonna believe me. What's with my camera? Look at this thing. See?
I can't believe I'm making this video, but the drones that have been seen in New Jersey, I just saw 2 in Chicago. So, gotta tell you a little backstory first. I apologize, but you need to know this because otherwise I'm going to get in the comments like all kinds of, well, it could have been this. I am telling you right now, it was those drones. I live right by O'Hare Airport. I live exactly 2 miles east of O'Hare Airport. We have a United flight path that goes right over our house. We have another one to the north of us. We have a few more to the south of us. I see planes all the time. I see planes all the time. And 294, I'm on it all the time. 294, it's outside the city, just outside the city. It connects pretty much from O'Hare. It goes north all the way to Wisconsin and goes all the way south to, I don't even know how far south, whatever. I'm on 294 all the time. So I did see something the other day that was not normal, but I didn't get enough information on it. So today I'm driving, it's dark. I am driving from my house to go to Willowbrook. I get on 294 right by O'Hare and Rosemont Entertainment District. If you know Rosemont Entertainment District, it's this huge, it's like a mall plus like ice skating and bowling and all kinds of things. So it's a very busy area. There's tons of lights, planes coming in and out. Now the planes come from the east by the lake, and they land at United, or the United flight path, or the other paths there. I'm not sure what there's some other international flights that come in. So they come from the east, or at least the northeast or the southeast, but they come from the east and they land west by my side. Okay, this is on the east side of the airport. I see this all the time. So as I'm driving, I see all the planes. There's just lines and lines of planes. You can see, as far as you can see, there's planes coming in. But from the west, I now see what looked like a small plane. I'm like, what is a small plane? What is that thing? And it had a bunch of blinking lights on it. I'm like, the heck is this thing? Not even thinking that it could be a drone. And then it went across the expressway going east, which again, planes don't do that. They can't. There's planes coming from the east. They can't go east, they'll collide. But this thing was lower than all the planes, and, well, I'll get to that in a second. So now I see another one following. I mean, they're not super close, but close enough that I can still see the other one. It's a little further off, but now I see this one, and it's going right over my car. So I get a really good look at it. Of course, I went to go film it, and my car's so dirty that all I got was dirty window, so I couldn't get anything. But it went over. It's about the size of a car. It had some red, I think it was red. Now I can't remember, but there were lights blinking on and off, not like a normal plane. It wasn't the shape of a plane. And again, it was low, and it was going to Lake Michigan, toward the east. Now, the weird thing was, I'm trying to figure out why the plane, or this thing, is going the same speed I'm going, because I'm still thinking it's an airplane of some sort. I'm like, this is a really weird small airplane, very small. I'm going about 70, and we're keeping up with each other. That is not possible. So that was the second one. I'm like, whoa, they're here. So they're here in Chicago. Well, I get to Willowbrook and saw it again. I saw it again. It was a little bit higher up, but I recognized it by the weird lights on it. It's very recognizable, especially when you see airplanes all the time. So I don't know if anyone was in Chicago or Willow Springs and saw this thing, because I feel like I was the only one like, oh my God. And if you were on 294 and I was driving like an ass, I'm sorry, but I was trying to film this thing that of course I couldn't get filmed. So if anyone saw it, let me know.
Hey guys, quickly. I was in the military, not a very long time. There are real warriors and soldiers out there doing their thing. I will tell you right now, never in my past, in my father's time in the military as a Marine, in my uncle's 20 years as a Marine, in my uncle's on my father's side as a Marine, in my brother who's in the Army currently, we have never, ever, 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 ever categorized any ship or boat, depending on length, as a mothership. Never. Do not be deceived by what you are being told. The labels and the way they describe things and the way you are being informed is done on purpose. Stay awake. Stay close to God. Something big is going to pop off in a few weeks, if not sooner.
Does anyone else feel like this is just one giant distraction? Today, the UFO drone saga continues in New Jersey, and this time in broad daylight. As you can see here, hundreds of drones are seen in the middle of the sky, forming what looks like a picture of a mountain. It was also announced today that multiple drones have repeatedly entered the airspace over a Navy weapons station in New Jersey. How is that happening? Meanwhile, the Department of Defense put out this test message. I don't know if they were hacked or what this is, but they have said they don't know what it is, but they know it's not a threat. Convenient. Why can't they just shoot these drones down? Long story short, red tape. What do you think is going on with these drones in New Jersey? Do you think it's a distraction? And if so, from what? I will say that I find the timing to be very odd, just about 30 days before a new president takes office. Also, what's going on around the world. As always, I want to hear what you think about all of this down below.
Okay, we're in Hillsborough, New Jersey. A drone went down here about 12 a.m. I recorded that video at about 10:30, 10:45 this morning when I went over to the Lowe's parking lot to see what was going on. When I arrived, I saw cop cars everywhere, fire trucks everywhere, special services trucks, hazmat trucks, and people in hazmat suits and fire gear coming out of the woods when I got there. Mind you, they have been there since about 12 a.m., so they were there for almost a full 12 hours. If it was nothing, they wouldn't still be there. Did I see them pull anything out of the woods? I don't know. I couldn't get that close. There were people coming off on RVs and like ATV things, but we weren't allowed to get close enough, so I couldn't see even if they had something covered. If it actually was a drone crash, I'm assuming that they would have picked up all the big pieces throughout the middle of the night since it crashed at 12 a.m. I was standing with other people, and one guy that I talked to said that he was there around 12:30 a.m. and took a picture of 2 hazmat trucks there at 12:30 a.m. I don't have that picture, but they've been there from 12:30 this morning until they left around probably 12:30. And I mean 12:30 p.m. They were there a whole 12 hours, cleaning up whatever this was. I've heard about these drones but never saw one until last night when I recorded, and that's the video, the other video that I have posted is the recording I took last night of a huge drone. It doesn't look that big in the camera because the iPhone camera just doesn't do it justice. Seeing it in person, and it was less than a quarter mile away from me, it was gigantic. I'm not making this up. Hillsborough Township had stated to me when I was there that they were going to release like a press release or press conference or something, but to my knowledge, nothing has been released yet. If it was nothing, they wouldn't have been there for over 12 hours searching in hazmat suits, having all these resources pulled. If it was nothing, it was something. I'm going to post another video now of all the other pictures I took while I was there at the end of their search.
In other places in the sky, my friend, more mysterious news. This one looks like an orb of light or something glowing in the sky. What's even more crazy, my friends, is that these things allegedly they belong to no one. You see, this orb. Look at it when the video is slowed down. Huh? Does it look like anything, almost resembling the moon for a minute there? But it's crazy because this is not the moon. Now, do these things have creatures inside or how do they work? I can't stop asking myself, what could these things be? This is crazy stuff. Guy, how do they work? How do they even fly? What do you think they used to power these things? You see, for them to grow in such a way that you can see them from the ground when they are in the sky far away, even in daytime. It's crazy. Look at how they move, my friends, in extremely high speeds. Some of them can even transform, like this one is like shape-shifting or what's up. Look at the international UAP reports, what they say. All those red activities are UAPs allegedly. And they are all in America, my friends. Why? English people, why are all these things in America? This is crazy stuff. No, look at all the other continents chilling just fine. Maybe a few activities here and there, you see, to neutralize things. But the UAPs, they are more interested in America. What's up, English people? What do you think these things could be wanting from you? Oh, this is crazy stuff. Yeah, this one decided to show up in a different color. NFC
Did
reports.
this rocket just prove that space is fake? Do we have lift off? Okay, it's going. I paid very close attention to when this rocket breaks out of the bubble. Powerful guys. Here we go, watch this. Try to do something really weird. Pay attention. What is that? If anyone can explain what this is, please let me know.
Oh, look at this time-based footage capturing unexplained phenomena occurring in New Jersey. It's a time-lapse footage, my friend. This is crazy. Look at this time-lapse. Does it mean a repeating footage? Or you know, English people, I'm sure you know these things. What's more important is the major concern here, the things flying in the footage. And there is New Jersey again. What's going on? Well, you guys from
I'm
New
going to go ahead
Jersey.
and have him come in to chat. And of course, if you have questions for him, feel free to ask him. He will give you all the answers you wanted, and you want to know about Hollow Earth, or about Bermuda Triangle, or whatever. He's now understand he's 150,000 years old.
Okay.
And Ramtha is only 35,000 years old. So he's been around, been around the block a few times. But so I will allow him to come in, and you can talk to him.
I'm looking forward to it.
Beloved Master, how are you?
How are you doing?
Wonderful.
So tell me about yourself.
You have been talking to what is termed my offspring.
Yes.
Indeed.
So tell me about yourself. What should I call you?
Zora?
Zora?
Indeed.
Hello, Zora. How are you doing?
Wonderful.
So tell me a little bit about yourself and what it
do you
is
wish
that
to
you
know?
think would be important for this conversation.
Well, you have what is called the Hollow Earth. Many questions have been asked about this region. I am here to tell you of that region. It is a wondrous place, full of brilliant colors and wonderful healing atmosphere. You have what is called temperature of what is called 76 degrees, which is subtropical in nature. You have what is called the of what is termed as the life-giving force. The atmosphere in the Hollow Earth is pure in comparison to what it is here. You have what is called the no pollution of any sort. You have what is called the creatures in the Hollow Earth. Many of them were on your surface and that are not here any longer. You have what is called the mastodons, pterodactyls, flying reptiles. You have what is called saber-toothed tigers, more like a kitten. You have what is the insect world that are quite large. You have flies that have what we call 6 feet wingspans. dragonflies that are quite large. Of course, you have seen those in your fossils. The inner sanctum of Hollow Earth is quite, if you will, health-giving. You on the surface, for some particular reason, you find it necessary to eat dead foods. Why is this?
Yeah, it makes me wonder too. So,
Dead foods.
Zora,
Dead foods. Yes.
tell me about your birth.
Birth. Ooh. My birth.
Yeah, who were your
That-
parents, and what was your birth like, and where was it?
My birth was on a planet called Lemur. That's L-E-U-R. L-E-M-U-R. So, similar. L-E-M-U-R.
How did you end up here?
On what is called one of the passings of Lemur, you became very close to your planet Terra. And when it came so near, we simply teleported to the surface.
Do you ever miss home?
And
Do you ever miss your home on Lemur?
no. It's a wondrous place, similar to Hollow Earth, but not quite. The planet is 5 times the mass of Earth, which means that it would take 5 of your Earths to make Lemur. On Lemur, you have several different races of people. Lemur is not just Lemurians. It's also, we have reptilians there. We have the what you call the insectoids. We have what is called the Nordics. We have what is called the Zeta Reticulans. Races from all planets.
So, Zora, is Lemur
Indeed.
the planet that we're referring to as Nibiru?
It is indeed.
Okay, it's on a 3,600-year orbit.
Yes.
When is it due again?
You will start seeing what is called the appearance of it toward the latter part of 2012. And you will be able to see as your sun rises, as Helios rises. That's the name of your sun, Helios. As it rises, it would, if you look either to the it would be to the left. As you look to the left of the sun as it rises, you should see a white dot as it is reckoned through your telescopes.
Well, there's some people that say that they've actually started to see this already.
Indeed. That is Lemur.
So if I ever make it to Inner Earth, could I ask for Zora? And we'd be able to find you?
Of course. Absolutely.
Why do we say hello when we answer the telephone and not something else?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello, hello, hello.
Who decided that hello would be the universal phone conversation starter?
Hello.
Hello has an interesting origin story, and it was actually the subject of a heated debate between 2 famous inventors, Alexander Graham Bell and Thomas Edison. Surprisingly, hello isn't that old. It first appeared in print in 1827, but not as a greeting. It did become a friendly greeting until the telephone was invented. But the invention of the telephone created an interesting social problem. Virtually overnight, this revolutionary invention made it possible to talk to strangers without being properly introduced first. Something that
horrified proper 19th century society. People needed a standard way to start these conversations, so 3 main candidates emerged. Number 1, hello. This was Edison's choice. It was simple, 1 word, direct. Number 2, what is wanted? The upper class suggestion. Thankfully, this didn't stick. And then, last but not least, Edison's rival and inventor of the telephone, Bell, insisted that everyone answer the phone with ahoy. And here's where it gets pretty fascinating, because ahoy actually has older roots than hello. It comes from the Dutch word hoy, meaning hello, and was used as a nautical greeting for about 100 years, way before hello even came along. Despite, and perhaps out of spite, Bell continued to answer the phone with ahoy until his death. And if you've ever watched The Simpsons, this is why Mr. Burns always answers his phone with ahoy hoy.
Ahoy, hoy!
But hello won out in the end, spoiler alert. The first phone book ever published by the District Telephone Company in New Haven, Connecticut in 1878 instructed its 50 subscribers to start a phone conversation with a firm and cheery hello. And the rest is history. Cannot believe that we were all this close to all answering the phone with ahoy instead of hello. Anyways, happy World Hello Day. Yes, that is a thing.
Why does it have to be a classified briefing if these are just hobbyist drones, they're not military drones? Why is it a classified briefing on the Capitol Hill?
I'd have to refer you to Congress on that. Again, sharing as much information as we can here. I don't have the briefing in front of me, so I can't tell you specifically, what aspects are classified or not. I can assure you, though, that again, we are sharing as much information as we can based on what we know.
No. Now this is becoming too much. Look at this. More weird activities in the sky now in a new place. This one is hard to understand. Where are these things now coming from? Lately, you see? A few years ago, these things, it's like it was only myths. Now, recently, we see them like normal stuff.
It's putting off so much light. Like it has like weird headlights.
A few years ago, this laser-induced plasma was created in a lab. I was wondering if y'all thought it looked a little bit familiar.
Oh, what the fuck is this shit, bro? What the fuck is this shit? Why are they over a cemetery? Hey, y'all better get right with God, man. Y'all get right with God, bro. Oh my God, the cops are down there saying go back to your house, bro. Yes, come here. Look at this shit. The cops are down here saying we have to go back to our houses because they don't want us to film it. Yo, something big is finna fucking happen, bro.
These are not plasmoids, as much as everyone is assuming they understand finally what these things are floating around in the sky. A plasmoid is a coherent structure of plasma and magnetic fields. Plasmoids have been proposed to explain natural phenomena such as ball lightning, magnetic bubbles, the magnetosphere, and objects in cometary trails in the solar atmosphere.
Interesting. Thanks for watching all these wonderful shows. Have you seen those weird things in the sky? I mean, apart from the videos, normally from where you come from. Have you seen any weird activities or heard your neighbors talk about stuff like this? Well, tell us in the comment section. We'd like to know if these things are really true, my friend. and weigh the level or amount of honesty in this world. Now, interesting source. To close the show, we are going to feed the soul in a way that is, which is the next rhyming word? Soul, pull. Of something. Let's read from the book of wisdom. I tell you the truth. Whoever hears my words and believes him who sent me has eternal life and will not be condemned. He has crossed over from death to life. I tell you the truth. A time is coming and has now come when the dead will hear the voice of the Son of God, and those who hear will live. For as the Father has life in himself, so has granted the Son to have life in himself. And he has given him authority to judge, because he is the Son of Man. Well, my friends, that is from John 5:24 going down. Interesting. Let's give thanks to Jesus, our Creator, our Father, Maker, for this fine good vibes. Dear Lord Father, our Maker and Redeemer, thank you for this far, Father. All glory, honor, might, dear Lord, belongs to you. Thank you for the breath of life in us, Father, in your child here, today's viewer. Thank you, dear Lord, for the blessings that you have extended in their lives through the video. Dear Lord, Father, help us that this video, Father, may be a guiding light to those that shall see it. Help us, Father, to make a significant change in this world, Father, and leave behind peace, good vibes, and love, Father. Always guide us at all times, and may your spirit never depart from us. Help us to walk in the right ways, Father, and this family happiness headquarters to grow in numbers and in faith. In your holy name, Jesus Christ, we do pray, trusting and believing. Amen. Wonderful soul, member of our family. It's been a pleasure being with you. Till next time, peace, love, and good vibes be with you from wherever you have been watching from. Kindly watch a few episodes from beginning till the end and share them with your friends and family. Hit that like and super thanks button if possible also. Bye bye. Peace.